Good evening, friends. Today I stand before you with a simple but urgent message. Time is not just passing, it is running. The clock does not wait for anyone, not you, not me, and whether you choose to act or remain idle, one truth remains unshaken. Another year will come and go. Time is not on your side. Time is the most valuable resource we have. It is irreplaceable, unrelenting, and non-negotiable. No amount of wealth, power, or influence can buy back a single moment of time that has passed. Once a second ticks away, it is gone forever, leaving behind only the traces of how it was spent. This truth, though simple, carries profound implications for how we live our lives. Yet many people fail to grasp the gravity of this reality until it is too late. Every human being is given the same 24 hours in a day, 168 hours in a week, and 8,760 hours in a year. No one has more or less. The billionaire and the beggar both wake up each day with the same allotment of hours. The difference between them lies in how they choose to invest their time. Time is the great equalizer, and its proper use is the foundation of success, fulfillment, and purpose. Too often, we fall into the trap of believing that time is abundant, that we have enough time to accomplish our dreams, build meaningful relationships, or pursue the things that matter most to us. This illusion leads many people to waste their time on trivial matters, scrolling endlessly through social media, engaging in meaningless arguments, or procrastinating on important tasks. Days turn into weeks, weeks into months, and before we realize it, entire years have slipped through our fingers. This squandered time does not return to us. Unlike money, which can be earned back, time operates under a strict one-say rule. You cannot rewind the clock or retrieve lost moments. The opportunities that were tied to that time vanish as well, leaving behind only the regret of what could have been. Regret is one of the heaviest burdens a person can carry, and it is almost always tied to the misuse of time. What makes time specially precious is its potential. Time is the currency of life, and how you spend it determines what you build, achieve, and experience. Every minute holds the potential to create something meaningful, a new idea, a connection with a loved one, or progress toward a goal. Conversely, every minute wasted is an opportunity lost. When you understand this, you begin to see time not as something to be passed or spent carelessly, but as a gift to be stewarded with intention. The pace of life can sometimes blind us to the finite nature of time. The routines, distractions, and responsibilities of daily life create the illusion that time stretches endlessly before us. But the truth is, none of us knows how much time we have left. The days we are given are not guaranteed. Every moment is borrowed, and the lender does not reveal when the balance is due. This reality should not instill fear, but rather urgency, a sense of responsibility to make each day count. Living with this mindset requires intentionality. It means identifying what truly matters to you and aligning your time with those priorities. It means saying no to things that do not serve your purpose, even if they seem appealing in the moment. It means avoiding distractions, valuing every minute, and understanding that small, consistent investments of time can lead to remarkable outcomes over months and years. Many people underestimate what they can achieve in a year, but overestimate what they can do in a day. This leads to frustration and a lack of direction. But when you use time wisely, focusing on consistent, purposeful action, you begin to see progress that compounds over time. Each hour, each day builds upon the last, creating momentum that propels you toward your goals. This is the essence of effective time management. Not simply scheduling tasks, but aligning your time with your values, purpose, and vision. Time is the silent witness to all that we do, and it will either testify to our productivity or our negligence. Those who understand its value treat it with reverence, knowing that every second is the building block of their future. Those who understand is a building block of their future. Procrastination is a subtle, deceptive force that quietly robs us of our most valuable opportunities. It whispers in our ears that there will always be more time, that tomorrow will provide a better moment to start, and that waiting is safer than acting. Yet the truth is that procrastination is not just a harmless habit. It is a thief that steals not only your time, but also your potential, dreams, and destiny. Many people procrastinate without even realizing it, masking it with rationalizations and excuses. They tell themselves they are waiting for the right conditions, for more information, or for circumstances to align perfectly. But the reality is that perfection rarely, if ever, arrives. Waiting for ideal conditions often leads to endless delays. And while you wait, the opportunities before you slip through your fingers. Procrastination thrives on fear. Fear of failure, fear of judgment, and fear of the unknown often keep people from taking the first step toward their goals. These fears are magnified in the mind, creating a paralyzing effect that convinces us to delay action. The irony, however, is that inaction does not eliminate fear, it feeds it. The longer you wait, the larger the obstacles seem, and the harder it becomes to take that crucial first step. Another dangerous aspect of procrastination is how easily it can disguise itself as productivity. You may find yourself doing small, insignificant tasks while avoiding the more meaningful actions that truly matter. It feels like you're busy, but in reality, you're just filling time, avoiding what really needs your attention. This false sense of productivity lulls you into believing that you are making progress when in fact you are standing still. Time does not stop while you procrastinate. Every day you spend delaying is a day you can never recover. The opportunities you postpone today may not be there tomorrow. Life operates on a timeline that is beyond our control, and time moves forward whether we are ready or not. By the time you realize what you've lost, it is often too late to reclaim it. Procrastination also has a compounding effect. The more you delay, the more tasks and responsibilities pile up, creating a sense of overwhelm. This leads to a vicious cycle where the weight of everything you've put off becomes so heavy that it feels impossible to begin. What could have been manageable when tackled early becomes a monumental challenge because of continued delay. On the other hand, action, even imperfect action, breaks the cycle of procrastination. When you take the first step, no matter how small, you generate momentum. Momentum creates confidence, and confidence diminishes fear. The key is not to wait until you feel ready, but to begin despite your doubts and uncertainties. Readiness is a product of action, not a prerequisite for it. Procrastination often stems from a lack of clarity about what you truly want or need to accomplish. When your goals are vague, it's easy to put them off because they lack a sense of urgency. Clear, specific goals provide focus and direction, making it harder to justify delay. When you know exactly what you're working toward and why it matters, procrastination loses its grip on you. Discipline is the antidote to procrastination. It requires a commitment to take action, even when you don't feel like it, even when the path ahead is uncertain, and even when the rewards seem distant. Discipline is built through consistent effort, and the more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. It transforms procrastination from a habit into an occasional hurdle you can overcome. Every time you overcome the urge to procrastinate, you strengthen your ability to act. Over time, this creates a habit of decisiveness that becomes second nature. The more you practice choosing action over delay, the more productive, purposeful, and fulfilled you become. What once seemed difficult or daunting becomes manageable because you've trained yourself to take the initiative. Procrastination is a silent enemy, but it can be defeated with awareness, clarity, and action. The battle is won not in grand sweeping gestures, but in small, consistent decisions to prioritize what truly matters. Each moment you choose action over hesitation, you reclaim control over your life and move closer to the future you desire. Purpose is the foundation upon which a fulfilling life is built. It is the reason for your existence, the compass that gives your life direction, and the engine that drives your potential. Without purpose, life feels empty, aimless, and disconnected. With purpose, life gains meaning, focus, and power. Purpose is not something external that needs to be discovered. It is something already within you, waiting to be uncovered and activated through intentional action and self-awareness. The concept of purpose is often misunderstood. Many people believe it is some grand mystical revelation that will appear suddenly one day. They wait for a moment of clarity, a sign, or a perfectly defined calling to guide them. But purpose does not always arrive with a thunderous declaration. More often, it reveals itself gradually as you engage with life, pursue your passions, and take steps toward meaningful goals. Purpose is found in movement, not in stillness. It is uncovered through doing, exploring, and reflecting. And it is shown, expressed, and practiced in speaking. When you live without a sense of purpose, your days are filled with activity but lack true meaning. You may find yourself busy with tasks, responsibilities, and distractions, yet still feel unfulfilled. This happens because busyness without purpose is like running a race with no finish line. It consumes your energy, but leaves you going nowhere. Purpose, however, gives you a reason to wake up each morning. It aligns your efforts with something greater than yourself, making even mundane tasks feel significant when they contribute to a larger vision. Purpose is unique to each individual. No two people have the exact same combination of talents, passions, and experiences. This uniqueness means that your purpose is not something you can compare to others. It is not about achieving what someone else has achieved or following someone else's path. It is about discovering the specific contribution you are meant to make to the world, the role only you can fulfill, and the value you can add to the lives of others. One of the greatest challenges people face is the fear that they lack purpose, or that their purpose is insignificant. This fear often stems from societal pressures that equate purpose with fame, wealth, or grand accomplishments. But purpose is not about size. It is about significance. A small act of kindness can change someone's life. A supportive word can inspire someone to greatness. Purpose is not always found in extraordinary actions. It is often present in the ordinary moments, when you live with intention and authenticity. Living with purpose requires clarity and focus. It begins with asking yourself meaningful questions. What do I love? What am I good at? What breaks my heart or stirs my soul? What can I do to make a difference? The answers to these questions provide clues to your purpose. Once you begin to identify the things that matter most to you, the next step is aligning your actions with those values. Purpose is not a static destination. It is a dynamic journey that evolves as you grow, learn, and experience life. When you live according to your purpose, you unlock your full potential. Purpose fuels passion, and passion ignites perseverance. When you know why you are doing something, you are more likely to push through challenges, overcome obstacles, and keep going when the journey becomes difficult. Purpose gives you the resilience to rise after failure, the courage to take risks, and the determination to achieve what once seemed impossible. It transforms doubt into confidence, hesitation into action, and fear into faith, until no choice. Purpose also brings a sense of fulfillment that cannot be achieved through external success alone. Material wealth, status, and recognition may provide temporary satisfaction, but true fulfillment comes from knowing you are living in alignment with your deepest values and making a positive impact. When you live with purpose, you experience a sense of peace, joy, and contentment that external circumstances cannot take away. Purpose is the anchor that keeps you grounded in the face of uncertainty and the light that guides you through darkness. Purpose is not just about what you do. It is about who you become. It shapes your character, influences your decisions, and defines your legacy. When you live with purpose, you inspire others to do the same. Your actions, words, and example become a source of motivation and encouragement for those around you. Purpose is contagious, and when you live a life of meaning, you empower others to seek and fulfill their own. To uncover and live out your purpose, you must take action. It requires stepping out of your comfort zone, embracing uncertainty, and being willing to make mistakes. Purpose is not a destination you reach. It is a way of living that evolves over time. It is a commitment to grow, contribute, and align your life with the things that matter most. Failure is often misunderstood. It is seen as an end, a sign of inadequacy, or a mark of defeat. Many people allow the fear of failure to control their decisions, limit their potential, and keep them from taking the steps necessary to achieve their goals. This fear, however, is based on a false premise that failure is something to avoid at all costs. In reality, failure is not the opposite of success, but an essential part of the journey toward it. Every great achievement is built on a foundation of lessons learned through failure. Fear of failure often stems from a desire for perfection. People want to get everything right the first time, to avoid mistakes and to present themselves as competent and successful. But perfection is an illusion. No one who has ever accomplished anything worthwhile did so without stumbling along the way. Mistakes are not evidence of inadequacy. They are proof that you are trying, growing, and pushing beyond your comfort zone. They have a reputation. Failure is not a reflection of who you are. It is simply a part of the process. When you avoid failure, you also avoid growth. Growth requires stepping into the unknown, taking risks, and attempting things you have never done before. It is in these moments of uncertainty that you discover new strengths, develop new skills, and gain insights that can only come from experience. Failure is a teacher, offering valuable lessons that success alone cannot provide. Each setback reveals areas for improvement, highlights what doesn't work, and guides you closer to what does. Failure also builds resilience. It tests your ability to persevere in the face of difficulty and strengthens your resolve to keep moving forward. Success achieved without struggle is fragile, but success earned through persistence is enduring. Each time you rise after a fall, you become stronger, more determined, and better equipped to handle future challenges. Failure teaches you that you can survive disappointment, overcome obstacles, and continue despite setbacks. One of the most powerful aspects of failure is its ability to clarify your priorities and refine your purpose. When you fail, you are forced to examine what truly matters to you and why you are pursuing your goals in the first place. This process of reflection can deepen your commitment, renew your focus, and inspire you to approach your dreams with even greater determination. Failure strips away distractions and brings you face to face with the core of your aspirations. Many of history's greatest innovators, leaders, and visionaries experienced repeated failures before achieving success. Their stories demonstrate that failure is not a permanent state, but a stepping stone toward progress. Each setback they encountered became a lesson that propelled them forward. They did not allow failure to define them. Instead, they used it as fuel to continue pursuing their dreams. Their willingness to fail and to learn from those failures is what ultimately set them apart. Failure also challenges your perspective. It forces you to confront your assumptions, question your approach, and explore alternative solutions. This process of reevaluation often leads to breakthroughs that would not have been possible without the initial failure. Some of the most significant discoveries and innovations in history were born out of failed attempts. Failure sparks creativity, encouraging you to think differently, adapt, and find new ways to achieve your goals. While failure is an inevitable part of life, your response to it is what truly matters. It is not the failure itself that determines your future, but the attitude you bring to it. When you view failure as an opportunity to learn and grow, it loses its power to discourage you. Instead of being paralyzed by fear, you become empowered by the knowledge that each setback is a stepping stone on the path to success. The fear of failure often comes from a desire to protect your image or avoid criticism. But the opinions of others should not dictate your actions or limit your potential. Those who achieve great things are willing to take risks, make mistakes, and face criticism along the way. They understand that failure is not a reflection of their worth, but a necessary part of the process. The willingness to embrace failure is a sign of courage, confidence, and a deep belief in the value of your dream. Failure is not something to be feared, but something to be embraced as an integral part of the journey toward success. It is through failure that you grow, learn, and discover your true potential. Failure is not an end, but a beginning, a chance to start again with greater wisdom, determination, and strength. Each time you face failure, you are presented with an opportunity to rise, to persevere, and to move closer to the life you were meant to live. Your legacy is shaped by the decisions you make today. Every choice, action, and habit you cultivate becomes a thread in the tapestry of your life, weaving together the story you leave behind. Many people think of legacy as something distant, something to worry about later in life. But legacy is not built in a single moment or at the end of your journey. It is crafted in the ordinary, everyday decisions that define who you are and how you live. Every day is an opportunity to make decisions that reflect your values and contribute to the impact you want to have on the world. The legacy you leave is not determined by grand gestures alone, but by the consistency of your character and the intentionality with which you live. It is shaped in the quiet moments when no one is watching, in the way you treat others, and in the priorities you choose to focus on. The decisions you make today may seem small, but they compound over time. Just as small drops of water can carve out a canyon, the seemingly insignificant choices you make each day can shape the trajectory of your life and influence those around you. The habits you form, the relationships you nurture, and the values you uphold all contribute to the legacy you are building. What you choose to prioritize today determines the impact you will have tomorrow. Legacy is not just about the material things you leave behind. It is about the intangible qualities that endure beyond your lifetime. It is about the lessons you teach, the love you share, and the example you set. It is the way people remember you, not just for what you accomplished, but for how you made them feel and the values you stood for. Legacy is found in the lives you touch, the hearts you inspire, and the difference you make in your community and the world. It is easy to get caught up in the busyness of life and lose sight of the bigger picture. Many people spend their days chasing success, wealth, or recognition, only to realize later that these pursuits do not bring lasting fulfillment. True legacy is not about accumulating things. It is about making a meaningful contribution. It is about leaving the world better than you found it and ensuring that your influence continues to inspire and uplift others long after you are gone. Emperor Christian Mark's life ruled after he had been confirmed as the yoga. The decisions you make today have a ripple effect, The way you choose to live influences not only your own life, but also the lives of those around you. Your words, actions, and attitudes create a chain reaction, inspiring others to emulate your example. This ripple effect can extend far beyond what you can see or imagine, impacting future generations and creating a legacy that lasts. Living with an awareness of your legacy requires intentionality. It means pausing to reflect on what truly matters to you and aligning your actions with those values. It means making choices that honor your principles even when they are difficult or inconvenient. It means taking responsibility for your actions and understanding that every decision carries consequences. When you live with this level of awareness, you begin to approach life with greater purpose, focus, and integrity. Legacy is also about growth and transformation. It is not about being perfect or having all the answers, but about striving to become the best version of yourself. The decisions you make to learn, improve, and evolve contribute to your legacy as much as the external impact you create. Your willingness to grow, adapt, and overcome challenges demonstrates resilience and inspires others to do the same. Your legacy is not something that happens to you. It is something you actively create. It requires vision, discipline, and a commitment to living in alignment with your highest values. It requires a willingness to take risks, embrace challenges, and pursue your dreams with passion and determination. The decisions you make today are the building blocks of your future, and each choice is an opportunity to contribute to the story you want to leave behind. By focusing on what truly matters and making intentional choices, you can shape a legacy that reflects your values and aspirations. Legacy is not about waiting for a perfect moment. It is about seizing the opportunities you have now to live a life of meaning and purpose. It is about recognizing that the future is shaped in the present, and that every decision you make today has the power to leave a lasting impact on the world.